how you do your thing when you gotta do your thing.
Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare. Don't you know?
Hey, word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. They don't want a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. Put a nigga out like an outbreak. Chopper start busting, make the house shake. Nigga sweeter than a pound cake. Eyes on your chin, better watch what your mouth say. Ain't with the footballs, got a nigga tripping. Fuck it, nigga keep sipping. AK with the beam on it. Clip sold on like a lean on it. My nigga like behind ball. Move 100 pounds for a lawyer, beat the charge. Tech down in the play, watch a fuck. If a nigga try to rob, fucking hit him with no. Word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. They don't want a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. 100 bands on your head, get the job done. Throw it up, nigga, where you from? Whole hood hot, cause your nigga hitting licks. Ain't made a meal yet, but he still nigga rich. Stick on my, stick on my, stick on. How you want it, nigga? Full of the semi. Looking for the cash, searching for the bag. Young nigga wildin', throwing up flag. Shooters on the roof with a scope. Money make gon' treat you like the Pope. Work the blocks like the Kimmy in the post. Nigga hit it with the folk. Word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. They don't want a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG.
Zachary from Grace Winds, your third card for Charlie 9 is ready.
What's up, guys? Hey, how y'all doing? So, today, topic is how you do your thing when you gotta do your thing, you know? So, a new subscriber had a question about what? Ooh, stop it. Ooh, stop. The back. I was kind of wondering if somebody would ask or if I would just voluntarily share the information. Basically, I do a number of things, and it ain't no shame in my game, okay? Oh, right now, it is no shame. Okay, I'm sorry this thing is wobbling. I'm gonna show you guys what I do. Y'all got bronchitis messing with Amazon. I never get sick until I started working on Amazon. It's like I'm sick all the daggone time. Working in these elements, hot, cold, sweating. My body don't know what to do with itself. I gotta pull over real quick. Make this real quick. So, like I was saying, there's one of many ways that I use the restroom if I have to go. One is using like it depends on your area. So typically I work in an area that is like suburban to rural kind of area, even though it's like residential. But I do come across homes that are like kind of off in the cut a little bit. What? Okay. if I use a gas station or like a McDonald's or something like that, typically it's maybe 1 or 2 in the area, and I know I can stop en route to an area, so I stopped in. If I don't have, it's so many factors that go in. If I don't have a lot of packages like left or in total, then I'll just take that extra 4 to 5 minute drive or whatever to the gas stations, whatever the case is. Let's say I bypass those because I'm thinking, okay, well, my bladder's not, you know, doing bladder things where you really have to go, and I've already passed, whatever the case is. Which brings me to, am I in a neighborhood that I know has maybe 1 or 2 porta potties in the area that I can pull over to, hop out and do my thing or whatever? Then I'll do that. If A and B are not available at the moment, then I go to option C. C, which is me basically utilizing an empty cup. And what I do, I take that cup, I go in the back. Typically there's enough space. By the time I have to use the restroom, a good portion of my packages are now down. So there's space, whatever. And what I do is I squat because I don't have parts that I can, you know, control exactly. I squat and I get this as close to my my Susie as I can, so that way, you know, stuff's not going all over the place. And then, you know, I have paper towels for cleanup purposes. I use baby wipes to clean myself. And then I have this here. It's not actually, you know, the product, but it's bleach and water, and I want to say vinegar that's in here. I've got to make another mixture again, but I use that for disinfecting to either clean that out, or I'll just toss that to dump it out, then spray and clean. Unless it's like later in the day, then I'll still dump it because that's kind of messy. But what I'll do with the cup afterwards, if I have like a bag, if I stop and got some fast food, or if I just have like a regular like grocery bag, then I'll put that in there along with my snack trash or whatever, tie it up two knots, and then toss it in a trash can. So this, and then I have some Lysol also, like I said, wipes, the little paper towels, my bleach, my Lysol, I'm missing something, my hand sanitizer to clean my hands. And then like if I have a water bottle that's like you know, that only has like a little bit, I use it to like clean my hands and then dry it, put my gloves back on. And then I sometimes use the water and the bleach to kind of like as a rinse after I've you know, sprayed it down and everything, and then dumped it out, you know, clean it so that way it ain't all yucky and stuff. It's kind of disinfected. So that's what I do as far as restrooms. I used to also as option D, but this is only if I was delivering in an area that was very like wooded and secluded, you know, like away from everything, and I know that I'm not going to run into the resident or like just random traffic. I would just get out the van and like squat behind a bush and then do the same, well, at least wipe, you know, with a baby wipe, and, you know, disinfect my hands and da 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 da. That would be my last option, but I haven't really been in an area like that, so it's one of the three. Since I am a female and, you know, things happen, the process still applies, but it depends on what what do you call it? What products I'm using to assist me in my timely demise. It's like not whatever product I'm using to assist, you know, my situation at that week or whatever. Same process kind of goes, but typically I use, I will go to a rest stop, because if I want to switch my stuff, I'll do that, and that way it's a little bit more sanitary, because now, I mean, you know, we're dealing with 2 different fluids, you feel me? So that's what I'll do. And like I said, the cup is like worst case scenario, where I would just really like pushing my luck, and it caught up with me, because typically what I'll be doing is I get up and then I hit one up and I'm like, oh, I gotta go, and I'm just like doing a, you know, potty dance while I gather everything, and I go in the back, and like I said, I close the door just in case somebody's walking by, if I'm somewhere residential, or I be thinking that these cameras gonna see my butt, and we don't want that, because somebody might put me on the interwebs. So that's what I do as far as restrooms. Feel how you feel, say what you say, whatever your opinion is. I do what I have to do. I'm a country girl, so when I was younger, if I didn't want to go inside, I'd go squat somewhere behind a bush. Now granted, I'm only doing the number 1 thing. Number 2, my body is kind of look at grandma on her bike. Number 2s are reserved for home. I don't number 2 nowhere when I'm working. Yeah, number 2s are reserved for home, because my body is, I don't know if your body, I mean, a lot of people's body are like this, where your body kind of has like a time that it does that part, and mine is kind of like in the morning, in the afternoon, and you know, in the evening when I get home. Should I have to go sometime in the middle of the day, to be honest with you, I just clench it and wait, because I just, something about just going when I'm out here in these streets doesn't sit right with me. Another thing, typically I only have to go once or twice while I'm driving, because my body's kind of programmed, you know, when you go, and I think over time your body will just kind of have like a, you know, clock. You know what I'm talking about. If you have time before load out, I mean, like if you have everything loaded on your van, go before you guys leave the warehouse. Also go before I leave home, which kind of saves me some time. I don't have to go until later, because I really don't start drinking until I get in the van. And liquid intake. So I have 2 water bottles. These are about room temperature. These are from home, so. And then the warehouse kind of gives water at the little snack station. And then these are the waters that I picked up from the warehouse. So I have 2 from home, 2 from the warehouse, and then I know I have 1 or 2 in my bag that's from, like, you know, my last work. I try to keep spares in there just for, like, you know, cleanup purposes, or if I just for some reason didn't bring any water or grab any water, then I use it. It'll probably be hot as hell, but I'll drink it anyway, because my mouth may be really dry, or I'm just really thirsty. And then I always sometimes need something sweet to drink. So then this is my cup from home, which has like some cranberry tropical juice in it. It'll be like whatever juice, like lemonade or something, or whatever. Or let's say I have a water bottle and I don't really want water, but I want something juice like. I have those Crystal Light Gold little powder mixes. I'll pour in there, you know, to give me something sweet to you know, to drink. That's basically what I do. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And I know, like, when I first started Amazon, that was a big concern, because I remember maybe like around 2016, 17 or something like that. It was like a big news thing with that Amazon drivers didn't have anywhere to go, so a lot of them were peeing in random water bottles and stuff.
Because the union, I mean, the workers are really looking for better working conditions. And the fact that Amazon would get out there and actually put the focus and make these sort of snarky Twitter feeds about, you know, people don't pee in bottles, which obviously was incorrect, has been a real issue for them, because it seems like they're being very dismissive of worker concerns, whereas, you know, if the issue were racism, if it were sexism.
If you a woman, you ain't peeing in a water bottle. Unless you got some extra attachments to get it in that water bottle, you're not doing that. So that's mostly, you know, men using water bottle because they can do that, you know, for aim reasons. But a woman, you going in a cup. You're not going in a water bottle. And I still personally think a lot of them do that. I've even had a chick that trained me. She said she pulls over and just goes on the outside of the van. But when I do that, I try not to do it during the day unless it's like really secluded, or I just wait till it's, you know, if it's nighttime and it's like you can't see nothing, I'll do that, and then I'll cut everything off. But I'll keep my hazards on, and then I'll go. That way you can't see even if somebody was driving past or whatever the case was. So those are some of the things that I do. Yeah, basically, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you want to take that extra drive out of your route's way to go find, you know, a local gas station or grocery store or something like that, then do that. It's all about your preference. But just remember, depending on how much stuff you have to deliver, may affect your, you know, your end time, because you got to factor in the drive time, your go time, and then your drive back to your next stop, and all of that. And a lot of that time, you know, let's say if that's 10 minutes total, you know, how many stops you could have had done in 10 minutes, whatever the case is. But I mean, it depends on how pressed you are to get things done, and how late you want to be out, or how early you want to go in, how much you had all together, how much you have left. Like, all that factors in. But that's kind of like what I do. And typically I only have to use the restroom twice while I'm out, and sometimes I'll just go once, and then I'll just hold that last one until I get back to the station to drop off. And then I'll just you know, go at the station. And then sometimes I don't have to go then, and I'll just wait till I get home. And mind you, I do drive another additional hour from where my fleet meets to my... Who bringing me? So yeah, that's kind of like what I do. Like I said, there's no shame in my game. I do what I do. I'm not a, you know, gross person, but if you gotta go, you gotta go. I'd rather me do that in the van than sit here and pee on myself or whatever, because I'm not about to do that. And yeah, I think that's in training. At least in my training, they skip that whole segment of what should you do when you gotta pee. I think, you know, it's like not a given, but I think they like, okay, well, they'll just figure it out. Or, you know, one of those, I'm not saying it, but I'm saying if you gotta go, there's the van, you know what I mean? Now, if they create some Amazon vans that have potties on the back of them, and then they cut down the load size to accommodate space for, you know, a little facility in the back like you would on a bus, then, you know, that might be a little better. But then, you know, cleaning and all that other stuff, other people using it, that's all not for. But yeah, that's basically what I do. I don't know if I mentioned today, but I had 180 stops, 288 packages today. Today is Sunday, so I don't know when this video will be up. But like I said, I self-diagnosed myself with bronchitis, because all I'm doing is coughing and blowing snot, coughing mucus out and blowing snot out my nose. and it can vary from clear to like a dark green, thick consistency. So that's what I have. Also, I've had a cold sore because a week ago when I first initially got sick, I was really stressing, and that is a whole nother topic on its own, but it's starting to go away, and I'm not really bothered by it because it's kind of like small, and I know it's come from stress, that triggered stress, and just me being getting sick from doing this job, which, yeah, like I said, that's a whole nother topic that I'm not about to get into. But we might be coming to an end on this Amazon journey here. That's all I'm saying. When it starts to affect my health. And for you people that be like, well, just quit. Just quit. Smart people just don't quit, you know, if they don't have a backup. And what I don't want to do is just be burning up my savings because I quit. Now, not that I can't, but I don't want to. I want to keep building my savings for other goals that I have. But in my health is very important. If I don't have my health, then I'm not going to have anything else. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of working on a couple things. So like I said, Amazon as a driver may be coming to an end, but you know, we'll see. Regardless of what I end up doing, it will always be documented. So you guys will always be a part of my journey, right? Anyway, I've been talking for like 27 minutes. I'm going to deliver this packet, and I'll see y'all a little bit later. And I'm doing so. Tell me what you want after this love. Alright, y'all. So, it is. Look at Grandma. Okay. 6:13. And I have this left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags left. 3 oversized. And you're trying to figure out a system. And if, you know, you need some ideas, maybe here's idea number 3 or 4. Because I think I've done switched the way I, you know, do my packages and stuff. So anyway, it was raining. That's why I pulled my hair up. And my curls is probably gone, but I work in the rain. I don't have a coat or anything like that today. But anyway, so we got my packages right here in the situation. And right now, this is what I'm looking for. Envelope number is 6261. So kind of what I do, I just keep pulling stuff out until I find the one that I need, and that's when I stop. But the ones that I do pull out, I put them, you know, face upright so I can see the number. So what I say, 6261. So no. Okay, so now I have 6261. And Grandma keep walking past. She probably trying to figure out what is she doing in there. There's my package. I'm gonna take it, put it up in the front. Oh, that's why, cause she live right there. Didn't I just delivered to you. You welcome, Grandma. When I first started doing this Amazon thing, I used to, let's say no. I mean, I can turn on red. I used to get like random areas. Yeah, like random areas. Now they just keep giving me the same, literally the same area, and I deliver to the same houses, and it's kind of annoying because it's like, okay, I want to, I passed where I was supposed to turn. That's cool, because I could turn on this next one. But it's like I'm tired of delivering to the same houses, because then it's I'm getting mad, like, stop buying stuff. I was just here yesterday and the day before that and last week and the days before then. Like, I'm tired of coming to your house, take your behind to the store. You have your envelope, and inside that envelope, it doesn't feel like anything has any weight or anything, or it feels like it's nothing in there, that you're just transporting an empty package. Those people make me mad, because it's like, I know whatever's in here, you could have went to the store and bought, but you want us to waste prop material just so you can not have to go to the store or whatever it is. I don't know, but that's my complaint. This is a really nice neighborhood, but I'm here all the damn time. I'm getting tired of seeing it. And then I guess they try to shake it up, instead of me going boom, boom, boom to the same area, they kind of like jumble it. So let's say I deliver to this house, right? And I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna deliver to the ones going down the block. But they'll make me pass all of those, and I'm thinking, okay, cool, them people, you know, they didn't get any packages today. And then 5 totes later, where am I at? That same strip that I thought that I wasn't gonna have to deliver anything to. So I don't know what they Amazon be. I don't know who doing the algorithms or what kind of computer system they have, but whatever. You know what? I always think of stuff after the fact. I be so in the groove and just kind of like in the elements of the outside when I'm delivering. But I just delivered to a house, and there was a turtle in their yard. I don't know. I highly doubt it was their turtle, but if it was, I mean, if it wasn't, I left the turtle there. A part of me really wanted to take it. If you know or don't know, I do have 2 turtles. Even though they're babies, this one was clearly an adult, and they might have had a whole family or something like that. I don't know. But it was so freaking cute. This is 75. We're 69 over here. It was so cute, and it was like brown and kind of like yellowy or something. I petted it. I couldn't help myself. And it's so weird to say that, because I used to be a person that would like stay away from animals. And I think now doing this job, I see wild animals so much that it's like when they're close to me, it's like it doesn't even bother me. It's like, I'm not gonna bother you, don't bother me, whatever. Like, I be real close to deers, like arm distance, and I be wanting to touch one. I think one day I will touch a wild animal. But he was so cute. He was like, they're about that big, and I just wanted to pick him up and take him with me and keep him outside or something, put him in the van and let him ride. But it's probably not sanitary. Who knows where he's been? So I just left him there. Anyway, it's 8:24, and I literally have 5 stops, but I'm about to go deliver to this one house, so 4 stops. My DSP sent a group message saying that they had pizza for everybody to eat. I don't know how I feel about that, because I don't know where it came from, for one. I mean, until I get there, but some pizza don't taste good if it's just been kind of like sitting there. But we'll see. I mean, I love when they feed us, but it'd be the Philly cheesesteaks for me that they be having, where you can kind of create your own when the food truck come by. But anyway, let me go for these people like, where's my package?
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine, ever mine. Last name ever, first name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with. Started off local, But thanks to all the haters, I know G4 pilots on a first name basis. In your city, faded off the brown. Nino, she insists she got more class. We know, swimming in the money, come and find me. Nemo, if I was at the club, you know I balled. Chemo, dropped a mixtape, that shit sounded like an album. Who'da thought a countrywide tour be the outcome? Labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm. Everybody got a deal, I did it without one. Yeah, nigga, I'm about my business. Killing all these rappers, you would swear I had a hit list. Everyone who doubted me is asking for forgiveness.
Anybody, don't ever trade your soul. Don't even listen to him. He don't know nothing at all. Try not to get too involved, but really it's breaking my heart.